Christmas tree. Is it cool? Look at all the little blue dancing trees. Wow. What do you think? I don't know what to look at. Wow, look at the stars. Look at the big tree. Look, see the big tree? Wow.
Hold your straw out.
Santa's sleigh. Wow. Open them eyeballs. Open them eyeballs. I'm gonna hold them open. Carson, open those eyeballs. Open those eyeballs. So I got this pillowcase from a website called Qualtry.com. I'll link it below. I was kind of iffy because it was on a super deep discount, like one of those things that popped up on Facebook as an ad, but it turned out so cute. The production time wasn't super fast, but it wasn't terrible either. But it's personalized with your family name and the year, so I thought that was just so cute, and it's really good quality. Where's your new bed? Oh my goodness. You have a mess. Whoa. Santa is hopefully bringing him a new wooden toy box. Isn't that right? I think he's gonna bring it. So we got the 3-in-1 crib. I think we got this at Babies R Us, and it's the Dream On Me brand. And this one converts to a toddler bed and also a full-size bed. So my husband just got done converting this to a toddler bed, but we didn't realize that we don't have the crib rail or the toddler bed rail that goes with it. So we have to order that separately, but hopefully this will be good for him.
3 days later.
So I wanted to update y'all on the toddler bed situation. So the first night did not go well, but I think that's pretty normal. I didn't expect it to go really well. He cried a lot. He cried for like 45 minutes, but I honestly shouldn't have left him in there by himself. When I first sleep trained him at 6 weeks and put him in his crib, I left him in there and we did the Ferber method, where they cry and you let them cry for 5 minutes. You go in, you just kind of pop in, let them know it's okay, put your hand on them really quick, assure them, you know, that they're safe, and walk back out. It's super simple, don't say much, and then you just walk out. And then you let them cry for 10 more minutes. So you double the time, or you add 5 minutes. So you add 5 minutes each time, and you go back in after 10 minutes if they're still crying. And then after another 15 minutes, if they're still crying, you go back in. Well, I tried that, and it's a lot different at this age than it was at 6 weeks. I just feel terrible because he is a lot older, he's more aware. I was just afraid that he felt like I was abandoning him. That's just how I feel, and I can't help that. Some people can do it and they're completely fine with it, and I wish I could have, but I just can't. I felt terrible. So after 45 minutes of him crying, I went in. He was hysterical, and I just picked him up. I rocked him for like, I swear it was like 20 seconds, and he was out. So then I put him back down. He woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I ran in there. My husband said I jumped up like the house was on fire. I ran in there, and I laid down beside his bed and put my head on his pillow. And it took me like 2 hours to get him to fully go back to sleep. So I think he was just scared. Then yesterday, I put him down for a nap, and he didn't want a nap. So what I did was I just did our typical thing that we've been doing lately. He's been very clingy. And this is one reason why I want to make him more independent and hopefully get him to where he will sleep on his own again. I think he's just going through a phase. I mean, it's been a long phase though. It's been like 3 weeks. He's just been really clingy. He's been wanting us to get him to sleep, and he has never been that way. If he has been, it's just been like a quick phase that lasts like a week. But this has gone on for too long, and I mean, as much as we love to cuddle him, it's just too much, and we really enjoy him being independent, going to sleep on his own. But I put him on the couch with me. We laid down, we watched TV, and I just don't want him to get in that habit of falling asleep watching TV. But we did it, and my plan was to get him sleepy and then go lay him down in his bed while he was sleepy. Well, I was on my phone messaging someone, and I looked down and he was out. So I went and laid him in his bed. He napped for about an hour and a half. I left the door open so that he could just come out. He woke up and just trotted on out, and then for some reason he started crying when he got out of the room. I guess it's just different, and he just didn't really know what to do. But he was fine, and last night, night number 2 went so much better. I was so happy that I could have just done flips. I mean, I was so excited. And if any of you have ever struggled with sleep issues with your child, I'm sure you understand my excitement. But last night we did our nighttime routine, and that is one thing that's so important, is do not change your nighttime routine. Make sure that you are keeping everything the same. Don't change too much. I really like that we have that 3-in-1 crib, because all we did was just take the front rail off of it, and he still had the same bed, he still had the same bedding, everything was the same. But if you are going straight to a new toddler bed, I would just say keep the same bedding on it at first. If you do plan on changing it, just keep everything the same, keep it in the same location. Right now we are just going, we're going to that toddler bed, and then after we move, we may get him a bigger bed, like a twin bed, but we'll see. But just keep your nighttime routine the same. What we do is we clean up his toys, then we take a bath, and then after his bath, we brush his teeth, and then we go in his room, we read books, and just kind of get him, settled down and calm and get him sleepy. He does sleep with a passy, so he goes ahead and puts that in while we're reading, and I think that makes him a little more drowsy. So once he's drowsy, I lay him down, and I've always just laid him down in his crib, and he goes to sleep on his own. But recently he has been in that phase where he wants us to get him to sleep. So I think it's just his age, him being almost 18 months old. I think he's just at that age where he is getting more attached, and just so many things are changing. So what I did after we got done reading, we put his books up, and I told him, I said, it's time to go night-night in your big boy bed. And I just went and sat down beside his bed, and I laid my head down on his pillow so that he knew that, it was time to go night-night. I was gonna lay down next to him. Obviously I can't lay in his bed, but I really don't want to do that. I don't want to get him in that habit. I just want to be like close. So he would just walk around, you know, he would wander around and he would grab a toy and then he would go to the next toy and he would like pull a book out, and I just kept kind of redirecting him, saying it's time to go night-night, no playing. And if you are doing a different approach where you're not in the room with your child and they are fine, I would say just let them, if they're messing with their toys, if they're messing with their books, just let them do it. But with me being in there, I was just kind of trying to redirect him, you know, it's time to go night-night. Well, he would climb up on the bed, like halfway, and then he would get down, like, I don't really want to get up here, but I'm sleepy. And so then he would try to lay on the floor, and then he would realize, I guess, that it's not comfortable. So after probably like 20 minutes of him doing that, he finally got in his bed willingly, and I just put my hand on him until he fell asleep, and I left the room, and he slept until 3 a.m. again, and he woke up again crying, and my husband went in there with him and just sat down beside his bed, put him back in bed, and he was asleep within 5 minutes. And then he slept until 7 this morning. So he slept for 11 hours, about 11 hours total. So he usually sleeps about 12 hours. So I think for only 2 nights of working on this, it went really well, and we are really excited. I hope it continues to get better, and I'm just gonna start distancing myself as I feel he's comfortable with it, so that way I don't have to be in there to go to sleep with him every night. But even if I do, that's fine with me, as long as he goes to sleep and I'm not in there for like 2 hours, then I'm fine, because I get a lot of stuff done after he goes to bed. So I love that he goes to bed at 8. I get a lot of stuff done. Me and my husband spend time together, and it's really good for us. So hopefully it goes well. Wish us luck. So day number 2 for nap time went absolutely awesome. We went in about 30 minutes before he typically goes to sleep. I just let him do his own thing. I kept reiterating, it's time to take a nap, and just kind of kept saying that, and I would lay down and just close my eyes and let him do his own thing. He would go pull some toys out, and then he would clean them up. He would lay on the floor and play for a few minutes and just lay there, and then he would come back over to me and try to bother me, but I would just ignore him. He decided to take everything out of the bed, and then he put everything back in the bed, and then he finally just gave it up and went to sleep. I think the key here is to just be patient, be consistent, don't stress yourself out, and also keep in mind that different things work for different parents and different children. And let them be independent. At this age, they want to be independent, so I am a strong believer in not forcing them to do anything. So if you are looking to train your toddler to sleep in their own toddler bed, then I hope this helps you. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you will be notified every time I upload a video. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in our next one. Bye, guys.